Praise be to God, there's no other God except God. As soon as we start talking about politics, what you might notice with lots of people, with the majority of the people, is that they will tend to support one side of a political issue or a political idea, or maybe support a political party. And but who's right? Let's take the US as an example. You have two main political parties. You have the right, or the Republicans, and the left, or the Democrats. Who's right? Well, to determine that, I'm gonna play a game. Let's put the right on this side, and let's put the left on this side. And now I have a book here. It's titled Quran, the Final Testament, Authorized English Version with Arabic Text, translated from the original by Rashad Khalifa, PhD. And in this book, the author has added some appendixes which are important for the modern world. They are basically summaries of some important issues. They are not the complete story, but they are very nice summaries. And one of those appendixes is Appendix 36. It's titled, What Price a Great Nation? Basically, this appendix in this book summarizes the main points which a nation should support in order to be a prosperous nation or in order to win. And in this book, the author has found 9 points. He has tried to summarize the politics of the Quran in 9 bullet points. And what I'm going to do is play a game where I'm going to try to see which of these points are going to fit or are promoted by the left, and which of these points are promoted by the right, and see which of them wins. Does the left win or does the right win? So let's start. Okay, a nation that upholds God's law is characterized by, point 1, maximum freedom for the people. Freedom of religion, freedom of expression, freedom to travel, and freedom of economy. This sounds like a point which is promoted by the right. 1 point for the right. Point 2. Guaranteed human rights for all the people, regardless of their race, color, creed, social status, financial situation, or political affiliation. This sounds like the left, like the Democrats. Point 3. Prosperity for all the people. God's economic system is based on constant circulation of wealth, no usury, and productive investment. Non-productive economies such as gambling, lottery, and high-interest loans are not permitted. This sounds like the right. Point 4. Social justice for all. Because of the obligatory charity, no one will go hungry or unsheltered. This sounds like the left, social justice. Point 5. A political system that is based on unanimous consensus. Through mutual consultation and freedom of expression, one side of any given issue convinces all participants in the discussion. The end result is a unanimous agreement, not the opinion of a 51% majority rammed down the throat of the 49% minority. Actually, this does not sound like the left or the right, because this promotes a way of making decisions by both parties at the same time. Neither the left nor the right will get a point here. Let's go to point 6. A society that upholds and maintains the highest standards of moral behavior. There will be a strong family, no alcoholism, no illicit drugs, no illegitimate pregnancies, no abortion, and practically no divorce. This sounds like the right. Point 7. Maximum regard for people's lives and properties. Therefore, there will be no crime against the people's lives and properties. This is questionable because both parties support the protection of lives, but when it comes to protection of properties, I think the the right promotes it more. So this sounds like the right. Point 8. Prevalence of love, courtesy, peace, and mutual respect among the people, and between this nation and other world communities. This sounds like the left. Point 9. Environmental protection is guaranteed through conservation and prohibition of wasteful practices. This sounds like the left. So what we have here is that if we look at a simple way of summarizing the politics in the Quran, what we would end up is 4 points for the left, 4 points for the right, and one of the points does not fit the right or the left. So basically we have a tie. So according to this book, according to a simple analysis of this book, we can say that neither the right, neither the left, or both the right and the left have values which are supported by the Quran. So what I just showed you is that both sides, both political parties in the United States, are equally correct. They are equally supported by the Quran. Actually, if we do the same analysis with other countries, it might be more complicated because usually they have more than 2 political parties, but we will pretty much reach the same conclusion. And the question is, why always in democracies you end up with political parties which are equally correct and equally wrong? And this is because the system is set up in such a way that any political party which has more good in it than it has bad in it will not get voted. And if any political party has more bad in it than it has good in it, it's not going to get voted. And this is because the struggle between good and bad in this world is in equilibrium. Of course, there's more bad people than good people in this world, but the good people are willing to fight harder. They are willing to fight to give up their finances or their lives to achieve a good goal, while the bad people are not willing to fight as hard. They will not give their finances to achieve a bad goal or their life to achieve a bad goal. So this means that even though the bad people are more in number, the good people are willing to fight harder. And this puts the world in perfect equilibrium, which means that the world is not going to get better or worse from the beginning, from the time of Adam until the end of the world is in a constant struggle. It's not getting better. It's not getting worse. I mean, it's getting more advanced. We have computers now, but it does not make our life better. Computer means more social connections, for example, but it means less family time. Because to build this computer, you have to work. And when you go to work, you have less family time. So basically, the world is not getting better. It's not getting worse. It's a constant struggle, and it's staying the same. The good and the Satan is still the same Satan, and God is still the same God. So the solution to our problems does not exist in politics. Is there a solution, by the way? There is a solution. And the solution is in the Quran. I mean, the solution, if we want to know which political party is correct, let me tell you which political party. In chapter 5, verse 56, it says, "Those who ally themselves with God and his messenger, and those who believed, belong in the party of God. Absolutely, they are the winners." So the only political party which is really good is the party of God. All the other parties are equally good and bad. I'm not against them. I don't support them. I'm not against them. I mean, I watch them as entertainment, but I don't believe they will make my life better. I don't believe they will make my life worse. I do feel like that a good party in this world actually does get excluded from a political system. However, I'm completely okay with it because it also excludes the bad parties. So at least we are safe from the bad people. The good people are excluded, but the bad people are also excluded. So we're safe. At least we're safe. At least there's no physical fighting. So that's why the democracies are usually more peaceful. They exclude the bad people and the good people, and they would fight. If you put a bad person and a good person, they would fight. So if you exclude them, you exclude the bad people, you exclude the good people, and you get a more peaceful society. This is not the good thing to do. This is not a bad thing to do. This is just something which happens, which has happened. I mean, this is the modern world. This is the democracy. This is how democracy works. And I'm okay with it, by the way. I'm indifferent. Again, I'm indifferent. I don't care about official politics. If good people can do anything good, they should try to do it outside of politics. Not illegally, but outside of official politics. Because if you go inside of official politics, you will have to acquire as many bad values as you have good values. So you have to put yourself in a neutral position. And that's the only way you can succeed in politics. But if you want to really succeed in life, you'll have to be with God's party.